So I guess it's been a long time since something in the SJW community kind of pissed me off. But this really, really pissed me off. Asia Argento is an Italian actress who's most known for being Anthony Bourdain's girlfriend, and also one of the loudest advocates of the metoo movement because she was allegedly sexually assaulted by Harvey Weinstein when she was 21 and he was old and fat. Asia's also besties with Rose McGowan, R.I.P. 90s goth cool Rose McGowan, who used to be my idol, who now looks like this. So, as an outspoken member of the Me Too movement, you would think she wouldn't have raped anybody. But you're wrong, because she did. Statutorily, anyway. It's recently come to light that Asia herself has sexually assaulted a then 17-year-old boy named Jimmy Bennett. Asia and Jimmy worked together in a movie that she wrote and directed back in 2004 when he was 7 years old, and she played his drug-addled mother. Fast forward to 2013 when he was 17 years old and she was a 37-year-old. They decide to meet up at the Marina Del Rey hotel or something. Some hotel in Marina Del Rey. Before their encounter, she posted a few videos on her Instagram saying this. So she's waiting for him, smoking cigarettes, she's so nervous he's coming. He was driven there by somebody because he had an eye condition or some shit and couldn't drive. Either way, he was 17 and he was driven there, and she proceeded to allegedly give him alcohol and take his pants off and perform oral sex on him. And then she got on top of him and started having intercourse. So that's the account of what happened when he was 17 years old in California, where the age of consent is 18, so it was statutory rape. She ended up posting pictures of them together at the time, of them lying in bed together naked, and proceeded to say this at the end of their encounter. Fast forward a couple years, she's dating Anthony Bourdain, a well-known chef, and who later committed suicide, just recently committed suicide, actually, like a couple months ago. But anyway, she's dating him, and they receive a letter from Jimmy Bennett's lawyer asking for a settlement. So, I guess Anthony Bourdain paid him off with his own money, and that was that. It was $380,000, I think. And that was supposed to make it go away. But, like these things do, it didn't go away, and now it's come to light that they had a settlement, and she's in the shit. When the New York Times broke this news, Asia flat out denied ever having any sort of sexual encounter with Jimmy Bennett at all. Then, just a day ago, new evidence emerged from a source that showed text messages between Asia and her discussing the encounter. So in response to a friend's text asking what the public knows and doesn't know, she replies, "The public knows nothing, only what the New York Times wrote, which is one-sided. The shakedown letter. The horny kid jumped me." And then her friend asks, "So what, it was rape or an attempted sexual action?" She said, "I had sex with him. It felt weird. I didn't know he was a minor until the shakedown letter." Okay, so that is a lie because a week before she posted his age. She knows that he was 7 when she worked with him on the film 10 years earlier. She knows. And she's also kind of flipping the script and saying that he jumped her, so almost like she's a victim of sexual assault, when she clearly paid him for a reason. So basically, this is all huge clusterfuck. It's filled with hypocrisy to the brim. A proponent of the Me Too movement is blaming the victim of sexual assault and trying to spin it in her favor as the perpetrator of the assault. It doesn't look good for the Me Too movement right now. It casts it in a bad light, It also makes her look wishy-washy on her definition of sexual assault because she's trying to spin a case where she assaulted a minor. Whether it was consensual or not, it's still considered rape in California. But I tend to believe the kid because she was in a position of power with him. She played his mother in a movie. She put him in her movies. He was trying to get work. She said after the encounter that she was going to put him in her next movie. It's typical Hollywood hierarchy bullshit. The same stuff that the metoo movement is founded on. People leveraging influence with sexual acts. And who's to say that men can't feel that too? And who's to say that their confusion and humiliation and shame isn't valid like a woman's is? If a woman is sexually assaulted, you listen and believe, you don't question them. Your intentions do not matter if you're the perpetrator. It's only how the women feel. And it's just absolutely not the case. And the fact that Asia is trying to spin this to make it look like he assaulted her makes me question the validity of her initial sexual assault claim, which is definitely not the image you want to set forth in a Me Too movement, where women, I'm sure, are sexually assaulted all the time, validly. She's trying to spin her own crime and pass it off as being the victim in her own crime that she perpetrated. It doesn't look good, and it sets the movement back. What I find funny is that she said that Harvey Weinstein, when she was 21 years old, and he was old and fat, like I said, he started the sexual assault by asking her to give him a massage. And then he forced her to allow him to perform oral sex on her. And then she acted like she liked it to make it stop. So it's not like she did say no, but it's not like she didn't act like she liked it. And I know a lot of people are saying with Jimmy Bennett, you know, if you're a guy, your anatomy has to work somehow. You were a 17-year-old kid with this super hot actress on top of you giving you oral sex and you got hard. How does that happen? Well, tie a guy down and have a guy jack him off for a little bit. He'll get hard, whether or not he's into the act or not, whether or not he's gay. It's anatomy, it's physical anatomy. Stimulus will get a dick hard, whether you want it or not. So that line of thinking is shit. Okay, so this was just a quick little rant about this subject because it's been a long time and I felt a little talkative about this. And I might do a follow-up video on the media coverage about it and the hypocrisy taking place. Specifically the Young Turks, because it's pretty hilarious and appalling to watch, as always. Okay. Alright, so that's it. I'm done. I did a video for you guys. You like it? Was it okay? Alright, I did it in my pajamas and a wig. Bye! Stimulus will get a dick hard.